Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon. We are back with another video. Today we're looking at Hedera HBAR and some of the recent price action. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon as well, and you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Go ahead, grab it now, and let's talk about HBAR. First and foremost though, guys, today's video is sponsored by TAATS. TAATS is the leading BitTensor Tau explorer. You can check it out at taustats.io. I will be leaving a link for TAATS in the description below this video, but in the crypto space, it's important to be able to analyze correct and useful data on any blockchain, and TAATS is the leading explorer for the BitTensor Tau network. Just like I said, curating data for all of the most important subnets and validators on the network. You can buy, sell, and stake BitTensor over on TAATS. So head on over, check it out for yourself. I use this on a daily basis for analyzing everything to do with subnets and validators in the Tau ecosystem. Check it out using the link in the description below, and let's continue our video. So looking at HBAR, we're currently sitting at a 25 cents price here in August of 2025. And if I'm being honest here, this chart pattern is looking really, really nice as a bull flag and a bull pennant getting ready to potentially make a larger move to the upside. We've seen many altcoins beginning to perform quite nicely over the past few weeks as Ethereum has been moving higher against Bitcoin. And we've been seeing global M2 continuing to increase to the upside. And what I'm looking for is Bitcoin to follow global M2 over the coming weeks as projected. And if that happens, I do think we're going to see many altcoins continuing to make moves to the upside. That is coinciding with Bitcoin dominance breaking down over the past few weeks. The reason I'm mentioning all this is because I think that really sets the stage for HBAR to break out of this bull pennant and make a move to the upside, potentially moving on to retest these previous highs going back to January and December, respectively, when we got up to this just under 40 cents level. This was a phenomenal run up. If we just zoom back out and look at this Q4 price action of 2024 for HBAR, we were in a painful year of sideways price action in 2024 for the most part. And then we got confirmation of the US election results in the United States, and HBAR went on a monumental run here. We're talking a move of about 828% in a 1 month period. So congratulations to you if you were holding and had exposure to Hedera HBAR over here in Q4 of 2024. Hopefully you took a little bit of profit as well, maybe. But obviously, as we saw Bitcoin drawing down in Q1 of 2025, HBAR, along with the rest of the altcoin market, bled out in terms of US dollars and also bled out against Bitcoin as well. Obviously, we had an extended downtrend until the beginning of July here. And what looks really promising from HBAR's perspective is that breakout that we had in the middle of July, allowing us to break out of that downtrend that we'd been in for an extended period of about 6 months and make that sharp move to the upside. And again, that sharp move to the upside is what I'm looking at for when we break out of this bullish pennant to move higher here, moving back towards testing that 40 cent level. So things are looking really, really nice. This is probably one of the nicest looking charts for alts right now from a technical perspective. And if you're not familiar with HBAR, you can check out their website at hedera.com, the trust layer of the digital economy. Again, they tend to lean in and change up the narrative they like to lean into from time to time. Last time I was on their website a couple of months ago, they were leaning into real-world asset tokenization happening on Hedera. But for all intents and purposes, Hedera and HBAR is more of an institutional grade blockchain. Even though it's technically not a blockchain, they use directed acyclic graph technology, but they use the word blockchain to describe themselves when communicating with investors. And that DAG technology allows them to have extremely fast speeds with the network, and they're honing in on the more institutional investor side of things. Obviously, a huge amount of partnerships on the Hedera Council, lots of the world's largest companies, Google, Dell, IBM, LG, backing Hedera and part of the Hedera Council. And so I think what you're going to see is Hedera getting adopted from more of an institutional level compared to a retail level. But that retail level brings up another good question, because we've been seeing some growth with Hedera from a DeFi TVL perspective over the past couple of months as well. We can see this chart's been pretty choppy in general, going all the way back to 2022. But looking at this growth, we've gone from 20 million in 2023 to about 131 million in TVL on Hedera at this moment in time in August of 2025. So again, that's some good growth. We could see that growth getting all the way up here to this $200 million area, but there's lots of other layer one blockchains that are doing much more impressive growth in terms of DeFi TVL. But I do think it bodes well that we're seeing a nice uptick here, and hopefully we can see that moving up and to the right. Saucer Swap is one of the leading dexes over on HBAR as well. You can check that out. And again, as a liquidity provider or a retail investor, you have the ability to be generating yield on providing liquidity on dexes like Saucer Swap. You can be providing liquidity here to a USDC HBAR pair directly on Saucer Swap. There's some deep liquidity here, $21 million of liquidity. You've got HBARX with HBAR with 13 million. You've got Sauce with HBAR with 7 million. However, the volume coming through these trading pairs is not huge compared to other leading dexes on Ethereum and Solana, but there's definitely some money to be made here. 90% APRs from providing liquidity here. You'll have to factor in impermanent loss and the way those assets move against each other. But if you're bullish on HBAR, Saucer Swap is definitely a good option. And just the other day, I came across Bonzo Finance, which is a lending and borrowing protocol native to the Hedera ecosystem as well. Growing over time here, we're up to about 40 million in TVL here. Some pretty good growth since the beginning of this year and the end of Q4 last year as well. Checking out Bonzo Finance, this allows you to essentially use your HBAR as collateral, first and foremost to generate a small amount of yield, but ultimately allowing you to borrow stable coins against your HBAR as collateral assets over here on Bonzo Finance. So you can shift your HBAR from your self-custody wallet into Bonzo, earn about 0.47%. But let's say you've got 100 grand worth of HBAR, you could be borrowing 20, 30, maybe even 40K of stablecoin against that HBAR as collateral and putting that stablecoin to work elsewhere, maybe in a Saucer Swap pool to generate you cash flow. So this is the interesting developments that I've seen on HBAR since the last time I was looking at it. Definitely some more adoption happening from a DeFi standpoint, but I do still think from everything I'm seeing, the majority of what HBAR is looking to go after is more on the institutional side of the spectrum. I hope this is making sense, guys. Drop me a comment below this video if you're holding HBAR, if you're bullish on HBAR, and what you think of this project and network as a whole. The last thing I want to mention here is the last time I made a price prediction video, this is probably 8 to 9 months old, guys, and I was looking at a bear case, base case, and bull case price target for HBAR over the course of this bull cycle. And what you're looking at here is we actually got all the way up to hit both of my bear case and base case targets with that Q4 2024 run-up. We got all the way to 39 cents in November, December of 2024, and we smashed through 21 cents. We're even sitting above that right now as we speak at 25 cents. And so I want to do an updated price target video for HBAR on the channel here. So please drop a comment below this video if you want to see an updated price prediction video for HBAR. I need to revise these numbers. Obviously, with that 800% run up in Q4, it completely skewed my targets for HBAR, and I want to reconsider where the price action of this token could get to by the peak of the cycle. So if there's enough comments below this video, I will make an updated price target video. But very interesting to see that this bear case and base case was actually already hit in Q4 of 2024. We still haven't gotten to that 63 cents level, but I do think it's very, very possible with some of the moves that could be made with a potential altcoin season. So drop a comment below the video if you want an update, and I will put it together in the next couple of weeks. That is it for today's video, guys. As always, if you got any value out of this HBAR deep dive, please just take 3 seconds. Literally just do it right now while we're on the video. Smash that thumbs up button below this and you'll see it there give it a thumbs up. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Get it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.